Hello everyone, my name is Garrett Oakamber, and forgive the extremely loud rain, but we are playing Morrowind, and this isn't a playthrough video, this is more of a, hey guys, I made something kind of video. I have finally published my first Morrowind mod. Yes, the very first Morrowind mod ever. And I have just lowered the volume because I realized that the rain was so incredibly loud. So, the very first Morrowind mod I've ever published, and here we are in Balmora, just outside the North Gate. We have a little house. Obviously, by the title of this video, you already know what this is about. This is the Edwad Emberpants mod. This basically will apply a bunch of birth signs, a house, and a few Edwad-inspired items. If you don't know who Edwad Emberpants is, he is a character creation by a person by the name of Criken, who is an amazing live streamer, YouTuber. I've been following him for years. That is Tom Hanks. Hi. And here he is, the pure boy himself. Oh, it's so adorable. So Edwad was a character that Criken created when he started his Dark Souls series. And this character has been through many misadventures and successes. He is known as the Chosen One, and I'm here to show you this little mod. So I basically created a house, more or less copy and pasted a house, and then added a bunch of custom stuff into it. I, of course, added in the custom Edwad decals. I put a bunch of potions here and there. There's actually a tower that's connected here. We have the bedroom area. This is where most of the, outside of the birth signs, where most of the mod takes place. So we have the Sword of Tomato Slaying, and it has a little tomato on it. It's adorable. A streamer shield, and the Chosen One helmet. Now, the reason I called the Sword Tomato Slaying, it's the only, tomato-related item, and you're probably thinking, wait a minute, was Tomato Gaming actually in the Edwad series? He was, very briefly, and he just abruptly ends. So I felt the sword was kind of a humorous way of describing his time with Edwad. So you have a Sword of Tomato Slaying. It's like the soul of Tomato is now embedded in the sword. This is a custom-made sword using the broadsword textures and things like that. I've remade the textures. I made the blade actually thicker. Not a very hard process. Honestly, I think the Edwad helmet and the shield were more of a problem for me. I finally got them to work. There's some weird clipping here and there, but I think it's fine. It's basically the Sheogorath, the Clavicus Vile helmet that I've retextured, but this is not a replacer for any of these weapons or items. This is a completely standalone thing. We even have the streamer shield, which is Criken's logo on his channel on occasion. I thought that was kind of funny. I was looking at the Stalrim shield, and I was like, I have to put that in. And just as a pun on the name, we have Edwad's Emberpants, which are a fairly good magical item, if you ask me. They're not, crazy overpowered. So you put them on, and you cast when used, and it gives you a 30-point fire shield, and it resists fire for 10%. So yeah, you look pretty badass. The charge isn't the most fabulous in the world on these, but a high-level enchanter can make use of it. Also, and I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to get in here, we have this crate of suspicious loot. Yeah, we can't get in. But there are versions, unenchanted versions of the shield, the helmet, and the sword in there. So if you want to enchant them yourself, you can. There's actually 3 of them, 3 a pair. And pretty much everything else in the house is just random. You have the Amulet of Shield. There's another amulet downstairs. There is also a hidden ring It's not too hidden, but if you spend time, you'll find it. It's in the main foyer downstairs with all the plants. It's literally out there with all the tables. If you can find it, it's a cute little ring. It kind of pokes fun at the lore of Edwad in a good way. If we go upstairs, we're going to see a bunch of display weapons, blah, blah, blah. Probably the most terrifying thing you've ever seen in your existence. Yeah. I was placing things, and I got a little bit carried away. But that's a statue of Vivek with Edwad's face superimposed on it. And he's got a fortify speed potion in his hand. Yeah. I felt I did a good job of masking the Edwad face onto Vivek. But the only issue is that some of the Vivek features have bled through. You can tell with the lips, he's definitely it's definitely Edwad. I think if I ever revise this, that'll probably be the first thing I fix. But in addition to all this, we have downstairs a room full of zombies, and there's a little bit of loot down there. There's some more Tom Hanks pictures. Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's some more loot and things like that. Nothing like completely unique. I already showed you all the unique stuff, but you go outside, there's another statue of Edwad Vivek doing this thing here. And we got another Pure Boy banner. Yeah, I enjoyed making this. This was a very small mod. It's not something like... I'm not proud that I did anything groundbreaking. I'm proud that I was able to finally upload a mod, and that I've been able to at least, I don't know, do something as a fan for somebody that I enjoy. If you see somebody that, oh god, okay, don't jump off that and then jump on the pillar there, you'll get stuck. If you're a fan of like a streamer or a YouTuber or whatever, and you do have the capability and it's allowed, I mean, mod for them. Do things that they're going to enjoy, or maybe they'll never see it, but you can still feel good that you put something in there. You said, hey, I adore what you did here. And I adore Edwad. He is a very silly, strange, and sometimes maniacal character. I wanted to do a race mod, but it is a lot of work to get the heads to match the face, and I wasn't able to do that. So, regrettably, I was not able to get a race mod. Maybe in the future this will upgrade to the point where you can do that, but there's also dozens and dozens of birth signs with different Edwad artworks and things that I guess would enterprise off the name. Like you have Edwad the Careless, you know, Edwad the Cursed. You have Edwad the Redeemed. Different birth signs that are going to change the way you play the game. So, anyways, I just thought I would make this video talking about this fairly cool mod that I made. Again, I mean, it's not my best work, but it's definitely one of my more unique works, and it is published. It is on Morrowind Nexus. You can check it out in the link below. Who doesn't want to play as that? Oh, come on, that's awesome. And again, this doesn't replace any stock assets in the game, so you can still play this, and, you know, you can be fine. I mean, it's gonna be okay. Oh, that's where that other... Yeah, I was wondering where the other Tom Hanks went. Yeah, he's looking at the door. It's like, hey, I'm Tom Hanks.